Today, I'm going to be showing you guys a new blitz that you guys can run out of any play in this formation. The formation that we're going to be talking about today is going to be 3-3-5 penny, and it can be found in any 3-3-5 playbook in College Football 26. This blitz gets home so fast and can put your opponents in some really tough and uncomfortable situations. If you guys are enjoying all of the College Football 26 tips, tricks, ebooks, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss anything coming in the future. And without further ado, get straight into this pressure. So quickly, I kind of just wanted to hop into some of the defensive settings, like the in-game defensive settings that I am using, and some like for example, this auto flip defensive play goal for this specific blitz and this like kind of specific scheme. You do want to have this off, just because as you guys will see, you do need specific players rushing on the field for this blitz to kind of come home the way it's intended. In terms of everything else, the read key I keep on conservative, the pitch key I keep on aggressive. This is just going to make it so that for read options, the defenders are going to focus on the QB, kind of just like the rest of the guys defend that running back handoff. And for this, same thing, just defending that running back on the outside for speed options, load options, things like that. For this, I kind of leave the RPO read key on just balanced, but for the pass key, I do keep it so it's on conservative just for this RPO bubbles. Your cornerbacks are going to defend that bubble a little bit better. I really don't see a difference, but you know, for the logic itself, you do want to have this on conservative. Everything else, you kind of leave on balance for these zone drops. You kind of play with it throughout the game. It's really situational. There are situations when you kind of want to defend the shorter end closer to the line of scrimmage. So you're going to put it on 0 or 5. Different situations, late game, kind of longer yardage situations. You want to kind of have them on 15, 20, and you kind of just play with it as the game goes on. In terms of the safety ones, I really don't mess with it too much. The width is kind of not a bad one to play with. Sometimes I will have them on pinch, and then like depth, you kind of can put them closer to the line of scrimmage. If they are kind of just running it down your throat, you can have it 5 yards off the line of scrimmage and 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. So those are just kind of the defensive settings that I am using at the moment. All right, fellas, so let's hop straight into this. Like I said, this blitz is going to come out of the 3-3-5 penny formation, and it's going to be obviously in any 3-3-5 playbook in the game. If you're playing Ultimate Team, just use the 3-3-5 playbook. And one thing I want to say before we start with the blitz and the setup, it's a really simple setup, but most of the time, this right edge is going to be the guy that comes in. So just to make this blitz, even better, just put your fastest guy on that right edge. For me, it's going to be Jackus. He's got 88 speed. It's just going to make this blitz even faster and just create even more problems for your opponent. Like I said in the intro, you can run this blitz out of any play in the formation. The only caveat being you have to make sure that that right edge is rushing on that specific play. So you can run it out cover 4 palms. If it was like this, obviously just flip the play and then you can run it. So literally any play in this formation, you run it. Just for the sake of simplicity, we're going to call this, when we first start off in Saw Blitz 3, have a 5-man rush, and then for the offense, hop in like trips tight end. We'll send 5 guys out on routes. We'll go to a 6-man protection as well, but for the sake of simplicity, let's just start with this. So the only setup, there's literally one setup for this play. You're going to want to click left on the D-pad, and it's going to bring up this menu. You can see here, the D-line menu. You're going to want to then hit R1, or I believe it's RB on Xbox. It's going to bring up these stunts. And then the only stunt you're going to want to use here is going to be triangle. It's going to be left exit 2-man. And what's going to happen is you're going to see this D tackle is now looping around that right. I don't know what that is. The right D tackle, I guess we're going to call it. But it's going to create a really nice pressure, which most of the time is going to free up that edge rusher, and he's just going to get home free. Like you guys just saw there. We'll go into replay just to illustrate this a little bit better. You guys see this D tackle? He's going to loop around. Like I said, that right defensive tackle. For whatever reason, this tackle decides he wants to block him instead of this edge rusher that is also just screaming home at the quarterback. Again, put your fastest guy here. It's just going to create for some problems, create for some really tough problems. Sometimes this guy will get picked up, but a lot of the time when he does get picked up, this defensive tackle is just going to loop untouched around the guy that is now picked up. So once again, such an easy setup. All you're going to do is use this stunt menu, and simple as that, wreak havoc on your opponent. I kind of discovered this while just labbing some stuff, trying to get a little bit better at defense in this game. Was messing around with some stunts, and I stumbled across this blitz here. Haven't seen anybody else use it, and when I've brought it online, no one really knew what to do with it. There's been, one kind of real counter is that 99% of the time when you go online, you're going to be facing a right-handed quarterback. And so, what you're going to want to have to do in that situation is obviously contain. But what I found is the blitz is a little bit less consistent when you're containing. It still will come home, but it's a little bit less consistent. Like here, as you can see, it did get picked up. But I'm going to show you guys probably the next play. It probably will just come home completely normal as well. So just something to note, 99% of the time, you're going to be playing a right-handed quarterback in this game. So you're going to want to contain a lot of the time. Like there, we had the loop pressure, but our looper kind of just rushed into the O-line, even though he was not being picked up. Here it is again, contained. Let's see if we can get this, just right edge just screaming off the side. We do. He just kind of gets chipped, but I'll show you guys in replay. So like, as you guys can see, this is with the contain. He is still free, but I guess it's the angle that he's coming at. He does get chipped, but I mean, you take that. It's still basically a free rusher, and we do have that contain on the other side. So I'm gonna show you guys some other plays. Obviously, you can run out any play, but just the setups and what kind of what it looks like in game. We'll just how about cover 4 quarters here. Again, just tight end corner. Simple setup, like I'm already set up. If you guys wanted to mess with your coverages, you could be doing that now. It's so easy, so fast. There, we do get chipped again, but the blitz still comes home. It's really insane. Like now we're out in this Tampa 2 again. Again, just use that stunt menu. Stand in front of this right guard. I kind of find has the most success with it. And we get that free rusher right off that left side of screen. I mean, it's really insane. It's really that easy. If you guys want it, you can also do this in man. We'll actually hop out in like a man blitz, like a mid blitz style for this. Go leave him block 6 for this. Doing like this mid blitz style defense again. I don't have to keep saying it. Just this stunt. Take this linebacker, stand right in front of this guard. And you're gonna get some really nice pressure there. It does get picked up, but when it's in this kind of all out blitz, it's such a fast pressure. It's even faster because you can get anyone coming home free. Of course, they're picking it up better. Like practice is so weird like that. But like I'll use this in kind of like different situations online, like a 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 situation where it's all or nothing. You kind of just send everyone, and kind of make do. There we get that right edge pressure, nice, quick, fast, and untouched. So in this specific play, they are blocking 6 people. We are sending 4, and let's see if we can get this pressure come home. We still do. As you guys can see, I'll show you in replay. So in this specific play, the running back is blocking. We are sending, as you can see, only 4 people. You see my user hovering, but we are sending 4 people, and we still get this nice, quick, fast edge pressure off the side. So this blitz, it's really insane. It's really so quick, so fast, and when I've used it online, people really had some trouble with it. The only thing I wish you can't send it from the right side too. I'd prefer sending it from the right side just to force a right-handed quarterback to the left, but for whatever reason, you can't set up that same stunt from the right side, which kind of sucks, but you take it. You just send 5 people, have 2 edge pressures, and you kind of just get home into the backfield. So this is kind of like part 1 of the 3-3-5 playbook. In this playbook, there's some really nice formations. 3-3-5 mint was probably my favorite formation last year. Yeah, this LB cross 3 show 2, which is a really nice looping blitz that gets some really nice pressure. And just in general, like I think overall you have the most flexibility when coming out in 3-5 mint. There is double mug, which is probably the most popular formation right now on College Football 26 as it comes to defense, as far as defense is concerned. You have mid blitz, which is annoying to say the least, but it's there. It's really good. It's always going to be really good. There's 3-4 tight. You have the Saul Blitz 0, which kind of like the pinch buck O from last year. Really nice pressure, really solid pressure out of that as well. I also really do like these dime formations. It's really situation specific, depending out when you really do need these cornerbacks on the field, these just secondary guys to kind of just defend the field overall a little bit better. But 3-3-5 penny is a really definitely surprised me because it's definitely my favorite formation out of this 3-3-5 playbook. So if you guys want to see that ebook coming soon, let me know down in the comments. It is coming, and it's going to be a banger, boys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this blitz. Go use it online. Go terrorize some kids. you guys can like this video, comment down below what you guys want to see next, and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Tether, and I'm out of here.